Imagine stepping into a room without a single word. People are drawn to you. No grand gestures, no loud conversations, just a quiet, powerful presence. Why? Because true attraction doesn't start with what you say. It begins within. Have you ever wondered why some individuals seem effortlessly magnetic while others struggle to connect genuinely? Maybe you felt frustrated, searching for the secret to this quiet charm. The answer lies not in appearances, but in cultivating inner strength. Today we'll explore 8 powerful habits, rooted in Stoic philosophy, to help you unlock a presence that speaks for itself. By mastering self-control, finding inner peace, and practicing emotional detachment, you'll transform from the inside out, making your presence captivating. Stick with us through each habit. These lessons will guide you toward becoming a stronger, more serene version of yourself. If this resonates, like this video, and subscribe to Stoic Narratives Official for more on personal growth and the timeless lessons of Stoicism. 1. Energy before words. Let's talk about energy, the silent force that shapes how people perceive you long before you say anything. Think about it. You walk into a room, and before you've spoken a single word, people are already forming an impression. Why is that? It's because energy is a language all its own. It's your presence, your calm, and your inner strength. Now you might wonder, how do I cultivate this energy that speaks for me? This is where Stoic philosophy steps in. Stoicism teaches that true strength comes from within, from a mind centered on inner peace and resilience. When you practice gratitude and mindfulness, you build a powerful energy, a calm that draws people in. This isn't about flashy words or dramatic actions. It's about the quiet confidence that comes from knowing who you are and standing firm in that knowledge. Imagine starting each day with a simple mindfulness practice. You don't need an hour, just a few minutes to sit in silence, breathe, and remind yourself of what you're grateful for. It might be the sunshine streaming through your window, or maybe it's a moment of stillness before the day begins. These small acts of gratitude help shift your focus from what's lacking to what's present and fulfilling. And that shift radiates out into the world. This is what we call magnetic presence, a subtle, yet powerful aura that makes people take notice without understanding why. The reason? It's not about impressing others. It's about self-improvement and knowing that you are enough. This quiet confidence, this calm energy, creates a sense of security in you and those around you. People are naturally drawn to stability. And when you project that stability, they can't help but feel it. When you embrace this habit, you're no longer scrambling for attention or validation. You're at peace with yourself, radiating an energy of emotional control and authenticity. And in a world often filled with noise and restlessness, that's what truly stands out. It's a strength that doesn't need to shout. So tomorrow morning, before the rush begins, take a few moments for yourself. Breathe, practice gratitude, and start building that energy from within. With each day, this habit becomes a natural part of you, strengthening your growth journey and creating a presence that speaks louder than words. 2. Micro habits for magnetic presence. Attraction isn't just about big changes. It's in the smallest details, the tiny habits that shape our day-to-day presence. These are micro habits that don't require hours of practice, just simple adjustments you can make every day. Imagine these habits as building blocks, stacking up to form a stronger, more magnetic version of yourself. One powerful micro habit is mindful breathing. It sounds simple, but its impact is profound. When we're nervous or stressed, our breathing becomes shallow, and that tension radiates outward. But when you practice slow, deep breaths, especially before stepping into social situations, it calms both your mind and body. It centers you, projects calm, and allows you to handle situations with composure. Imagine this as creating a steady, unshakable foundation that others instinctively respect. Next, let's talk about eye contact. In Stoic thinking, eye contact is more than just a social skill. It's a sign of presence and sincerity. Making natural, steady eye contact shows people that you're present, fully engaged at the moment, and confident. You don't have to stare, but brief, meaningful glances create a quiet bond. Eye contact signals that you're grounded and focused, which in turn draws others in. Another micro habit is posture. Think about how you carry yourself. Your posture isn't just about physical health. It's a reflection of your inner state. When you stand tall with relaxed shoulders and a lifted chest, it shows confidence and ease. Stoics believed that how we hold ourselves in the world reflects our inner discipline. Good posture radiates quiet strength without needing to say a word. It's a physical reminder of your resolve and self-assuredness. Small gestures make a big impact too. A calm, open stance, gentle nods, or even controlled hand movements signal that you're comfortable in your skin. Instead of fidgeting or crossing your arms defensively, keep your movements smooth and intentional. This subtle control over your actions mirrors emotional detachment and self-mastery, two core tenets of Stoic philosophy. In short, these small actions send a strong message. You're secure, calm, and in control. So if you're looking to cultivate a more magnetic presence, start small. Choose one or two of these micro habits each day. Whether it's your breath, eye contact, or posture, these actions seem minor but build up over time, creating a natural, captivating presence. Remember, attraction isn't always loud. In many ways, it's about the quiet, confident aura you build through consistency, inner peace, and self-improvement. Each day, let these micro-habits guide you, serving as reminders of the Stoic path to quiet confidence and inner strength. 3. Body language secrets. Body language is a silent messenger. Often it speaks louder than words, signaling confidence, calm, or even insecurity. To make yourself naturally attractive, your body language should reflect your inner strength and peace. Core ideas from Stoic philosophy. When your mind is centered, your body follows, creating a powerful presence without saying a word. First, let's consider posture. Stand with your shoulders back and chest open, a simple yet impactful stance. This posture isn't just about looking confident, it's about feeling it. When you hold yourself with strength, you're less likely to feel defensive or insecure. According to Stoic ideas, your outer stance reflects your inner state. A calm, grounded posture shows that you are in control and comfortable with yourself, and people pick up on this ease. Another element is how you move. Avoid rushed or fidgety movements. Instead, make your gestures intentional and smooth. Think of each movement as an expression of your emotional control. Stoicism teaches us to act with purpose, not react impulsively. When you move with calm, you give off a sense of stability and resilience. Even something as simple as a gentle nod or slow hand gesture conveys that you're centered. Facial expressions play a big role too. A calm, steady expression, one that's relaxed yet engaged, draws others in. Avoid tense or anxious looks as they project uncertainty. Instead, practice a soft, welcoming expression. Stoic thinkers believed in the importance of showing peace and composure, especially in tense situations. This relaxed demeanor not only reflects inner calm, but also puts others at ease around you. Eye contact is another powerful tool. In Stoic philosophy, eye contact is about more than just connecting. It's about showing presence and respect. Look people in the eye with sincerity, but don't overdo it. A gentle gaze shows that you're grounded and focused. People feel seen, respected, and valued, which naturally draws them to you. Eye contact, when done right, shows strength without the need for words. Finally, remember open body language. Avoid crossing your arms or closing yourself off. Instead, keep an open stance that welcomes others. Stoicism teaches us that openness is strength, a willingness to be present without defenses. This openness, combined with controlled gestures and relaxed expressions, creates a magnetic aura that pulls people in. Body language is a reflection of your inner journey. By practicing these simple, Stoic-inspired habits, you project a calm, grounded presence that speaks volumes. Remember, true attraction isn't about grand gestures. It's about quiet strength. Let your body language show the peace you've built within, and others will naturally gravitate toward you. 4. Stoic control over emotions. Imagine facing a tense situation, maybe a disagreement or a stressful moment, and instead of reacting impulsively, you remain calm and composed. This level of control is rare and powerful, and it's one of the keys to true attractiveness. Stoic philosophy teaches us that emotional control is a form of inner strength. When you master your emotions, you become unshakable, someone others look up to and respect. Emotions are natural, but allowing them to dictate our reactions can create chaos, both within us and in our interactions with others. In moments of stress, the Stoic approach is to pause and reflect, not to react. By taking a few deep breaths and giving yourself a second to center, you avoid impulsive actions that you might later regret. This simple habit of pausing can change how you're perceived, showing others that you're grounded and not easily swayed by temporary feelings. One of the core Stoic practices is reframing situations. Instead of seeing challenges as threats, Stoics view them as opportunities to practice patience, resilience, and strength. Imagine someone criticizes you. Instead of reacting with anger or defensiveness, take a moment to assess whether there's any truth in their words. This shift in perspective is empowering. It allows you to stay calm and detached from external judgments. It's a demonstration of your emotional control, which people naturally find magnetic. Another technique to master emotional control is to focus only on what you can control. Stoicism teaches that there's no sense in worrying over things outside our power. Instead, put your energy into what you can influence, your actions, thoughts, and reactions. When you let go of external worries and focus inward, you project an aura of peace. People around you will feel that you're not easily shaken and that you possess an inner calm many crave. Consider adopting a daily reflection practice. At the end of each day, review moments when you felt emotionally stirred. Did you react or respond? What could you have done differently? This process builds self-awareness and strengthens your emotional control over time. You become someone who doesn't get lost in the waves of emotions, but who rides above them with clarity and confidence. Emotional control is not about suppressing feelings, but about managing them wisely. In a world full of impulsive reactions, your calm presence will stand out. As you cultivate this habit, you'll find a new level of inner peace that not only benefits you, but also makes you highly attractive to those around you. 5. The silent confidence ritual. Confidence isn't about loud words or attention-grabbing actions. True confidence is silent, steady, and rooted deep within. Imagine walking into a room, feeling completely comfortable in your skin, without the need to prove anything. This is the essence of Stoic confidence, a presence that speaks without words. The key to building this silent confidence lies in a simple ritual you can practice before any social interaction. Think of this ritual as a grounding exercise, a moment to connect with yourself before stepping into the world. Start with a few deep breaths, feeling each inhale and exhale. This small act alone calms your mind and body, centering you and setting a calm tone. In Stoic philosophy, breathing deeply and mindfully is a reminder that you control your inner world, regardless of the chaos around you. It's a small yet powerful act of self-control that projects quiet strength. Now, consider adding a positive affirmation to this ritual. Choose a statement that resonates with you, something simple yet powerful, like, "I am enough," or "I am calm, I am confident." This affirmation isn't about ego, it's a reminder of your intrinsic worth, independent of external validation. Repeating it in moments of doubt reinforces your inner confidence, a confidence that doesn't seek approval or attention. This internal stability is what others notice, even if they don't know why. Another element to consider is visualization. Before entering any social setting, close your eyes for a moment and visualize yourself moving through the space with calm and ease. Picture yourself engaging with others naturally, radiating an aura of confidence. Visualization, rooted in both Stoic and modern practices, helps align your mind with your actions. By seeing yourself as confident, you pave the way to embody that presence. The final step is to focus on gratitude. Take a moment to appreciate something about yourself or the upcoming interaction. This shifts your focus from self-consciousness to a more open, grateful mindset, allowing you to engage without fear or anxiety. Stoics often practice gratitude as a way to ground themselves in the present, fostering an attitude of acceptance and resilience. This attitude, when integrated into your silent confidence ritual, enhances your attractiveness by making you appear content and grounded. In a world where confidence is often associated with volume and bravado, your silent confidence will stand out. This ritual doesn't require hours of practice, just a few focused moments to connect with your inner strength. By building this habit, you'll find that true confidence is quiet, authentic, and deeply attractive. Others will sense your presence, not because of what you say, but because of who you are. 6. Humility in action. Humility is often misunderstood. It's not about diminishing yourself or hiding your strengths. Rather, it's about knowing who you are without the need to announce it. True humility is rooted in Stoic philosophy, an understanding that our worth doesn't depend on others' recognition or approval. When you practice humility, you create a natural, quiet magnetism that draws people in. One powerful aspect of humility is active listening. We're often so focused on what we'll say next that we forget to truly hear others. By shifting your focus to listening, you show respect and genuine interest. The Stoics believe that wisdom begins with listening, and that there is always something to learn. When you give others your undivided attention, they feel valued and understood, a rare and compelling quality in today's world. Holding back your opinions is another mark of humility. It's natural to want to share your views, especially if you feel strongly about a subject. But sometimes, silence speaks louder. In a group setting, try holding back from speaking first. This isn't about suppressing your ideas. It's about allowing others the space to express themselves. When you do speak, your words carry more weight because they come from a place of thoughtfulness and restraint. This silent strength, this willingness to listen before talking, projects a calm, self-assured presence. Respecting others, regardless of their status, also shows humility. In the Stoic tradition, everyone has worth, and each person can teach us something valuable. Treating everyone with kindness, whether they're in a position of power or not, is an act of true strength. It's not about what people can offer you. It's about recognizing their inherent dignity. This attitude reflects inner security and attracts others who feel safe and respected around you. Then, there's the practice of admitting your mistakes. This is one of the most challenging yet powerful aspects of humility. In a culture that often values perfection, admitting faults is a rare trait. When you can say, "I was wrong," or "I made a mistake," you show courage. You prove that your self-worth isn't tied to being perfect and that you value growth over image. This honesty builds trust and admiration without you needing to seek it out. In essence, humility is quiet confidence. It's the realization that you don't need to prove anything to anyone. People are drawn to this kind of presence, to someone who listens more than they speak, respects all, and owns their actions. Through humility, you create a calm, inviting energy, an attraction rooted not in boasting, but in a profound self-assurance. As you practice humility, remember that it's not a weakness, but a strength that others recognize and respect without you saying a word. 7. Patience and slow living. In today's fast-paced world, patience is a rare virtue. We're encouraged to chase, to want everything instantly, but Stoic philosophy reminds us that patience is a powerful tool. It teaches us to appreciate the journey, to embrace slow growth, and to find peace in waiting. Patience is a quiet strength, a calm assurance that things will unfold in their own time. This quality, though often overlooked, is deeply attractive. Imagine waiting in a long line or dealing with a delay. Most people become irritated, checking their phones, tapping their feet, and letting impatience show. But picture yourself standing calmly, accepting the wait as it is. In that moment, you're practicing emotional control, showing that you're not rattled by minor inconveniences. This unshakable calm creates an aura of stability, a magnetism that draws others in. People notice when you're able to handle life's delays with grace. Patience isn't just about waiting, it's also about being present. Instead of constantly looking ahead and trying to rush to the next moment, practice immersing yourself in the now. Take note of the small details around you, the sights, sounds, and even the feel of the present moment. This practice of mindfulness, central to Stoic teachings, roots you in reality. It helps you savor each step of the journey, making you less anxious and more centered. In this state, you radiate a calm that people are naturally drawn to. Practicing patience with others is another powerful way to cultivate this inner peace. In conversations, give people time to express themselves without interrupting or finishing their sentences. Be fully there, listening without rushing. This isn't easy, but it demonstrates self-control and respect. People feel valued when they aren't hurried or dismissed, and your patience makes them feel comfortable around you. They see you as someone who isn't trying to rush or control the flow, someone who respects the natural pace of life. Patience is also about trusting the process. Instead of forcing outcomes, Trust that things will happen as they should. The Stoics taught that while we can influence events, we don't control everything. Embracing this truth allows you to approach life with acceptance and resilience. When others sense this calm acceptance, they're naturally drawn to your energy. They see someone who isn't desperate or restless, but rather someone who understands the value of patience and the wisdom of timing. In a world that constantly pushes for speed, your patience will set you apart. It's a quiet, compelling power that doesn't demand attention, but invites it. By embracing patience, you're not only cultivating inner peace, but also creating an atmosphere of calm and trust that people instinctively want to be around. Let your patience speak for you, a silent strength that defines you in a world that rarely slows down. 8. Consistent integrity. Integrity is one of those qualities that requires no announcement. It's a silent strength that draws people in because it speaks to your character without a word. In Stoic philosophy, integrity is a core virtue, reflecting a life lived in alignment with one's values. When you act with integrity, you show others that you can be trusted and that your word holds weight. This authenticity creates an invisible bond, attracting people who respect honesty and reliability. Living with integrity means knowing your values and staying true to them, even when it's challenging. Think about moments when you're pressured to compromise, maybe to impress or fit in. It's tempting to go along, but each time you stand by your principles, you build inner strength. The Stoics believed that real freedom comes from self-mastery, from aligning actions with beliefs, regardless of external pressures. When others see this consistency, they're naturally drawn to it because it's rare and genuine. A simple yet powerful aspect of integrity is keeping your promises. In a world where commitments are often broken, following through on your word sets you apart. When you say you'll do something and do it, you build trust and credibility. This reliability isn't loud or showy, but it resonates. People know they can count on you, and that dependability creates a strong, quiet attraction. Admitting mistakes is another crucial part of integrity. We all make them, but few dare to acknowledge them openly. When you admit a mistake, it shows maturity, humility, and a commitment to growth. You're not hiding or deflecting, you're taking responsibility. The Stoics taught that self-improvement requires honesty with oneself, and that includes owning up to errors. This honesty doesn't diminish you, it strengthens your reputation. People respect those who can face their flaws and strive to improve, seeing them as authentic. Respecting others is also essential to integrity. Treating people with kindness, regardless of their status or what they can offer you, reflects true character. The Stoics emphasized compassion, recognizing that every person has intrinsic value. When you treat everyone fairly and respectfully, you project a quiet confidence that doesn't seek approval. This kind of respect, based on genuine regard, naturally draws people to you. In essence, integrity is about living with an unwavering commitment to your principles. It's not a show for others, it's a way of being that comes from within. By embodying integrity, you create a foundation of trust and respect that needs no words. This consistency, this alignment of actions and beliefs, creates a quiet, compelling attraction that people feel without you having to explain. Let your integrity speak for itself, a silent testament to the strength of character you cultivate through Stoic principles. We've journeyed through 8 powerful habits that redefine attraction, each one rooted in Stoic philosophy. True magnetism isn't loud. It's the quiet confidence that comes from self-control, inner peace, and a life lived with integrity. When you embrace patience, practice gratitude, and hold firm to your values, you naturally create an aura that others are drawn to. These habits aren't just about making a lasting impression, they're about transforming yourself from the inside out. Remember, attraction begins within. By living with intention and calm, you not only become more grounded, but also inspire those around you. If these insights resonate, support our community of personal growth by liking this video and subscribing to Stoic Narratives Official. Together, we'll explore more ways to cultivate inner strength, emotional resilience, and true personal growth. Hit the notification bell to stay tuned for more content that can bring peace, strength, and wisdom to your journey. Let's walk this path of self-improvement, one habit at a time.